Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You know that I love making high quality videos on this channel. And one of the tools that I get to use to do that is this camera right here. This is the Canon C70. It is one of Canon's best cinema cameras ever created. I am obsessed with this thing. This thing I take almost everywhere. Even though it's this massive, I think it creates such an incredible image. But there are times when this just becomes way too big and way too heavy for me. And so I got something new, and it is this right here. This is the GoPro 11 Black. And with a touch of a button, I can start recording. And look how small this thing. And by the way, this is my first GoPro ever. I know GoPros have been around forever, but it's not until now that I thought that I could actually use one the way that I want to use it and produce an image that I think can be good enough for the work that I get to do. So let's talk about it from a filmmaker's point of view of why I got the GoPro 11 Black and why I think it is the perfect camera for the work that I get to do, including creating sneaker content here on this channel. So let's dive in and talk about why I would get something like this. Okay, so I want to talk about two things really. I want to talk about why I think the GoPro 11 Black is now reached a threshold of being a serious filmmaking tool, and why I personally got it. Like, what am I going to be using this for? So first of all, the GoPro 11 Black is the newest addition to the GoPro lineup, and it's an incredible camera. We all know the GoPro is the go-to action camera for anything adventure, anything sports. If you're trying to get really crazy footage of you diving off a waterfall or skiing down a mountain or doing any sort of mountain climbing, you're gonna want to get a camera this size. Anything bigger than this would be sort of cumbersome and get in the way of what you're trying to do. And so you stick this on your chest, you stick this on your forehead, and then you're good to go and you're able to capture some amazing footage. And that's the novelty of an action camera like this. GoPro has been around for a long time, but ever since it came on the market, you can tell people are making some incredible movies, incredible footage of some stellar, amazing things that are happening in those spaces. And so I've always respected the camera and what GoPro has been trying to do. And the newest edition adds some incredible features that I think now ranks it amongst a usable tool for professional quality filmmaking. And the main things are the sensor, which is a brand new sensor. It's an 8x7 sensor that outputs 5.3K oversampled footage. And it also produces 10-bit color. So the processor in this camera now allows the footage to have 1 billion colors, which is kind of like one of the most important things when it comes to how a filmmaker evaluates a camera. And the other thing too is the dynamic range of this camera is the best it's ever been. Additionally, it has a flatter color profile that is really easy to grade, and the image is not over sharpened. You can actually set it so that it's on a very unsharpened setting, and I think that actually creates a really amazing image. I've been using it for the last week or so, and I can tell you that it is usable. It's better than a phone camera, and I'm excited about what the possibilities are now with a camera this size. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to get a GoPro for is to use it as a dedicated overhead camera. Overhead cameras are incredible if you can set them up right. This one's mine right here. It's incredibly complicated. Everyone has a unique overhead setup. This is mine. The thing that I hate the most about overhead setups is the wobble and the instability. And so I have this deep fear that whatever's above me can come crashing down and give me a concussion or kill me. And so I wanted to create a very heavy duty C-stand overhead camera rig. And so basically, I need a small camera. And before I got the GoPro, I was using my iPhone. And I'll tell you right now, a lot of people like the iPhone footage that's coming out now with like the 13 and the 14. I do not like the iPhone footage. I don't like phones as cameras for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of bugs, there's notifications. I like using dedicated gear for any filmmaking needs that I have. And so, yeah, the first job that this GoPro is going to do regularly is to be an overhead camera. And all I have to do is just set it up like this. I have a Arca Swiss plate on there. It's now tied in, it's hooked up now, and I can hit record. There you go. And here are my hands. You see them. You can see my table. You can see whatever I want to show you on this table. That's what it's for. Super easy. Turn it off. It's uploading now to the GoPro cloud, and I can download that footage just in a few minutes. So that's the first reason why I got this camera. The second reason is because a camera like this is great for sneaker B-rolls. It just is. You can take it wherever. I like creating sneaker B-rolls that are not just like me standing around and showing you what it looks like on feet. I want to go places. I want to do some sort of fun thing. I want to go on an adventure and kind of show shoes in the context of whatever environment I'm in. I think that's a better strategy in showing off a particular pair of sneakers. And so for me, instead of lugging around the C70, which I used to do a lot, I can now take this. It's a little bit more discreet. People don't get weirded out by it. I can actually put it closer to the ground and get really, really tight footage of the lower parts of the sneaker. I can put it in various places. I can put it on a tripod. I can do a vlogging style with any of my sneaker content. So you're gonna see a much more creative and varied sneaker review in my upcoming videos. So that's a guarantee. And so I can't wait to get some of the footage. And like I said, the footage, it's not as good as some of my other cameras, but it is decent. And more importantly, I'll be able to get some really unique aspects and different vantage points. So I'm really excited about that. The third reason that I got a GoPro is I'm a parent. And one of the things that I want to do much better in my life is make home movies. Be a good family documentarian. Make sure I get footage of my kids growing up. I think that's the magic of a camera. You're able to just capture moments in time. And I was just thinking about this and talking to my wife the other day. I mourn the fact that I can't remember certain details about each of my kids at different stages of their life. They're growing up so fast, I keep forgetting just like tiny little details, like what their laugh was, or what were their go-to phrases when they just started talking, or how they walked when they were barely able to stand and try walking. Those little magical moments, I want to be able to capture those more. And so that's another reason why I really love the workflow GoPro has created in this. It's a one-touch start filming setup, and I think that's incredible for trying to capture something spontaneously in the moment. The fourth reason why I got a GoPro is that I want to vlog, and I want to specifically vlog about kind of the behind-the-scenes stuff of any of the projects that I'm doing, any of the work that I'm a part of. I like the idea of being able to sort of record how I'm feeling, what I'm learning, how I'm going to approach a project or a problem. Those are sort of the things that I want to be able to capture so that I can become a better filmmaker, I can learn more. And I can also just share with you what's been going on in the work that I do. I'm involved in a lot of different projects, and so I think one of the things that I want to be able to do is just kind of savor the experiences, the relationships, all the collaborative things that I'm a part of. I want to be able to capture that more. So vlogging is definitely going to be more a part of this channel as well as my life. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. There's plenty of other videos that can go into the deep nitty-gritty of the details and specifications of this camera. That's not the type of video I wanted to create. But if you're into learning about filmmaking, if you're into making better sneaker videos, if you're thinking about ways to get in touch with your own creativity, I totally recommend getting something like this. It's getting to the point where this is just amazing. It's just an incredible piece of technology and filmmaking tool. So I totally recommend it. I'm excited to see what I can make from it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.